Hi, this is Tony Cook, and these are things to know on the latest announcement of Athearn Genesis EMD-F units coming to HO scale. They're due for September 2025 delivery. The pre-order reservation deadline is May 24th of 2024. The models, as they have been for many years, will be available as standard DC as well as DCC and sound equipped with Soundtrack Tsunami 2 audio. They have LED lighting, and the standard DC model will come with a 21-pin Athearn's quick plug socket. Road names: Santa Fe in blue and yellow, absolute classic, F7A, F7B. These are phase 1 units, and they have cut or removed skirting around them, so they'll be a later era. Athearn is calling them early 1960s. They have a pair F7A and F7B, as well as individual release. You'll be able to buy an F7B all by itself, again with and without sound. As delivered, Florida East Coast, a road name you don't see all that much, is out in this release as well. This will also have removed skirts. This is a late phase 3 with the far grills along the side for the radiators. They're calling the era 1950s. F3A and an F3AB are coming for this release. Also, 1950 era are L&N F units. This is an interesting scheme, and a mix here of F7As will be available by themselves. There'll be 2 of those, 2 road names, and then the same Louisville and Nashville paint scheme will be available in a set, an F9A and an F9B. No dynamic brakes. They have a freight pilot on them. Roof overhang on the back on the F7As, not on the F9s. So an interesting mix here to take a look at. Missouri, Kansas, Texas, a late 70s look. And if you've picked up Diesel Era's 2023 fourth quarter edition, you saw the color feature that I put together for these Whitman green KDF units. What Athearn is working on is an F3A release, 70A, an F7B release, 75E, and then there will be a set of an F7A, F7B, 72C, and 75F. Again, all of these in that neat Whitman green with the yellow stripes on the nose. 1970s, end of the run for F units there on the Katy and every road, basically. Seattle and North Coast Railroad. Here's another odd road name that you don't see too much of. This is a unique operation. It used barges to send and receive freight between Seattle and Port Townsend, Washington. These are ex-Burlington Northern F7s that they used, and Athearn will be doing 2 of these, 101 and 102, for Seattle and North Coast. Then the other release I want to mention is a Prime for Grime, so it has a slightly different suggested retail price in it, and this is a really neat, this is early 1970s, Rock Island in armor yellow and gray, which these were Union Pacific F3s that the UP sent back to EMD for rebuilding to make them come up to F9 status. That was done in the late 1950s. Then in the early 1970s, they were going to be traded in, but Rock Island, being power short, was looking to see what anybody might be turning back that they could still get some miles out of. They picked up some old Jeep 7s from the Rio Grande, and they got these F units from the Union Pacific about the same time, put them right into service, so they're just kind of patched armor yellow with Rock Island heralds on them. These should be really neat. There's an F9A 4156, and then there's an F9A, F9B pair, 4167 and 4106. Again, these operated from the early 1970s into kind of the late 1970s for the Rock Island in these UP colors. This is a Prime for Grime release. So those models without sound, standard DC single A unit is $259.99. With DCC and Tsunami 2, $359.99. That's for the singles there. The AB set in Prime for Grime is $459.99 for the 2 unit without sound, $639.99 for the set with DCC and sound. The rest of the F units I talked about in this set are not part of the special Prime for Grime finish. They're regular releases, and individuals there in standard DC are $249.99, and the DCC Tsunami 2 equipped ones are $349.99. The AB sets without sound in the regular release are $439.99 and $619.99 for the DCC sound equipped versions. Again, these are due in September of 2025, and pre-orders are available on these through May 24th, 2024. Check with your hobby dealer or take a look at Athearn's website for more information. And those are things to know on a new announcement of Athearn Genesis HO scale F units coming to the hobby soon. Thanks for watching.